On board, the crew is a bundle of raw nerves, their faces pale in the intermittent flashes of lightning. Every creak of the ship's hull sounds like a death knell. Among them is Dr. Evelyn Carter, a marine biologist whose life's work has led her to this forsaken corner of the globe. She's not here for the island itself, but for what lurks in its surrounding waters. Her eyes scan the waves, a mix of scientific curiosity and primal fear. But what she and everyone else on board doesn't know is that the island hides its own guardian, a titan far greater than any sailor's tale. As the wanderer inches closer to the jagged coastline, a strange and unsettling phenomenon occurs. The raging storm abruptly dies. The wind vanishes. The violent waves flatten into a glassy obsidian mirror. The silence more terrifying than the previous roar of the tempest. Dr. Carter grips the railing, her knuckles white. She whispers to herself, her voice trembling. This is it. This is its hunting pattern, the calm before it strikes. A low, deep vibration begins to hum through the ship's hull. It's a feeling more than a sound, a resonant thrum that starts in the soles of your feet and climbs up your spine. Metal groans under an unseen pressure. Loose equipment on the deck rattles and skitters across the wet steel. Then, without any further warning, the ocean explodes. A creature of pure nightmare erupts from the depths, sending a tidal wave of water crashing over the ship. It is a titan of the abyss, part colossal serpent, part ancient crocodilian. Its body is a mass of muscle and armor, covered in bioluminescent scales that pulse with a sickly, toxic green light. Its jaws, lined with teeth like daggers, are wide enough to swallow a school bus whole. The beast lets out a screech that shatters the unnatural calm. The wanderer lurches violently as the monster's immense coils wrap around its midsection. The ship tilts at a sickening angle, threatening to capsize and send everyone into the dark water with the beast. The crew scrambles for their lives, their shouts lost in the creature's hissing roar. Floodlights swing wildly, catching glimpses of the monster's unblinking, malevolent eyes. Dr. Carter holds on for dear life as the sea serpent rears its head back, preparing to deliver the final, crushing blow. But just as all hope seems lost, a new sound rips through the air. From the jungle-shrouded cliffs of the island comes an earth-shattering bellower sound of pure, primal fury. It is a challenge, a declaration of kingship. A shadow detaches itself from the towering cliffs, a silhouette of immense power against the stormy sky. It leaps. King Kong lands on the rocky shoreline with the force of a meteor strike, sending tons of rock and debris tumbling into the sea. He is magnificent and terrifying. His fur is slick with rain, his muscles coiled like massive springs. His chest heaves with rage, and his eyes burn with an intelligent, determined fire. This is his home, his kingdom, his territory, and he has just witnessed a trespass. Kong beats his chest, a percussive thunder that rolls across the water, a defiant roar that drowns out the storm. The sea monster, momentarily distracted from its prey, turns its massive head. It responds with a piercing, reptilian screech and lunges toward the shore, dragging its colossal body out of the waves. Kong is not just a brute, he is a warrior. With a roar of his own, he reaches down, rips a massive ancient tree straight from the ground, roots and all, and wields it like a spear. Kong resists, digging his knuckles deep into the rocky ground, his muscles straining to their absolute limit. But the creature's aquatic strength is overwhelming. He is dragged, roaring in fury, into the churning surf and disappears beneath the waves. Underwater, the sea monster has the advantage. Its coils tighten like a vice around Kong's torso, constricting his breath, dragging him deeper and deeper into the abyss. The pressure mounts. Kong's vision begins to dim as his lungs burn. He is drowning. But even in the crushing dark, his will to survive, to rule, is absolute. His eyes dart around, and through the murky water he spots the seabed. It's not sand or mud, but a graveyard of massive, sharpened coral formations, like spikes grown from the ocean floor. With a final, desperate surge of godlike strength, Kong breaks one arm free. He grabs two of the jagged coral spikes, each the size of a man. With a surge of adrenaline, he slams them with all his might into the monster's neck, just below its jaw. A huge cloud of dark, viscous blood erupts into the water, staining the sea black. The creature lets out a silent, agonized scream, its body convulsing in pain. Its grip loosens. They burst back to the surface in an explosive geyser of water and rage. Kong, gasping for air, climbs onto a rocky outcrop, but the fight is far from over. The wounded sea monster, now driven by pure agony and hatred, lunges again. Its jaws clamp down hard on Kong's shoulder. Kong howls, a sound of pure pain and incandescent fury. The crew of the Wanderer can only watch, frozen in a state of terrified awe, as these two primal gods tear into each other. It's a scene from a forgotten age flesh, fury, and ocean spray exploding in every direction under the flashes of lightning. But the pain only fuels Kong's power. He has been challenged on his land and in his sea. He has been wounded, and now he will end it. Ignoring the searing pain in his shoulder, Kong gains the upper hand. He plants his feet firmly on the rock and seizes the monster's jaws. He grabs the lower jaw with one massive hand and the upper jaw with the other. His entire body trembles with the sheer, raw power he is about to unleash. The monster thrashes, it shrieks, turning from aggression to panic, but Kong roars back, the definitive, final roar of an alpha asserting his dominance. With a tremendous, sickening, wrenching motion that seems to tear the very fabric of reality, Kong rips the monster's jaws apart. As the first rays of dawn break over the horizon, casting a soft golden glow, Kong stands upon the rocks. He is wounded, breathing heavily, his chest heaving. Kong looks toward the ship, toward the tiny humans. He is the king, the protector, the last of his kind. After a long moment, he turns his back on them and, with a heavy grace, disappears back into the deep jungles of his island. The crew is left behind, adrift in the calm water, their lives forever changed by the Titan who defended his realm. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this epic tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from the edge of imagination.